so much, Vinny.
What you want to do is take the red line and stop about 100 yards from where we are right now.
Yeah.
And you'll be in good shape.
And just earlier this week, the CTA already announcing that they're going to add more trains and longer hours, so they're all set.
We're talking about that this morning. Right now, we're talking about the hottest ticket probably in the history of Chicago.
Yeah,
is that too much to say? I mean, ticket prices, we've seen them from a few grand to 30, 40, 50 grand and beyond. And so if you're looking for a ticket today or tomorrow and trying to get lucky, what should you know? What dangers lurk for you?
Yeah.
And to talk about it, we have Chicago attorney Walid Tamari with us. Walid, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to you. Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about this, because people do want to be able to get their hands on a ticket, but you say buyer beware.
Absolutely, buyer beware. You know, and the stakes are large. We're talking about this, Corey and Darlene, because the stakes are large. StubHub selling tickets for $1 million. Pair tickets going for $2 million. So before spending large money, whether it's thousands of dollars or even more, we have to be very careful, right?
Yeah.
So there are several things to look for.
Okay.
You've got to look for, number one, you've got to look for on the ticket, if you're buying multiple tickets, multiple tickets do not have the same serial number, okay? So that's point number one. And then remember, these fraudsters, they're in a hurry. The Cubs just made the World Series, so they make mistakes. Sometimes on the face of the ticket, the word Cubs is misspelled. Sometimes Wrigley Field is misspelled.
You mean Cubs will look like clubs?
Like clubs, that's exactly
The
right.
Chicago Club.
That's exactly right.
But stuff like that does happen.
It does happen, but there's a couple of things additionally.
Yeah.
So, and people, it's very simple. So people have to, whoever you're buying from, do a Google search of that business, okay? Go to the Illinois Secretary of State business website, look at their business, see if they're in good standing, and then also go to the Cook County court system website, because you'll be able to find if they've been sued. And then one also very important thing, never wire money. You wire money, you're not going to get it back. To the extent possible, let's try to use a credit card.
But let me ask you this, but there are so many people online on those websites, StubHub, nothing against them, but on some of those sites where it's the individual that's selling, so you can't check their credentials.
Yeah, you know, and so again, a couple of things. When you're talking about an individual, these things still apply, because you still want to do a Cook County record website of the litigation they may be involved in. A normal Google search. If somebody's doing this now, there's a very good probability they've done this before. So, and then if you're also dealing with an individual, always exchange tickets in a public place.
Right.
That's really, really important.
Yeah, and even Chicago police have set up you can do this at one of their police stations.
Yes.
So you feel safe.
Right.
Yes.
And what happens, let's say you make a transaction and 10 minutes later you figure out, oh my God, I was just taken.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Okay, so the first thing that you want to do if it was on a credit card, it's a very good situation, right? You call up your credit card service provider, and the second thing you do is you call up the authorities. You call up the Cubs, you call up the authorities, you take all the actions you can.
You got to file a police report, and don't feel embarrassed because you're being duped, but you got to file a report.
The best thing to do, try to take precautions before that happens. That's the best thing to do.
True.
Got it.
All right.
Walid Tamari, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
Thank you, Darlene. Thank you, Corey. Great to see you. Thank you.
Cubbies.
Take care. Go Cubs.
All right.
Time for a quick break. Much more to come as Good Day Chicago continues live as we try to speak a little louder than the L. The lines are still forming outside Wrigley as we speak.
Yes, they are, because a lot of people, as we said, trying to get their hands on some good tickets where they're not paying too much. Back in a moment.
Fox